Chapter 4. Sorting materials into groups. We will learn sorting grouping objects on the basis of common properties. Try to answer. Why do your parents and teachers ask you to be systematic? Observe your school library. Notice how books are arranged. The books are arranged subject-wise. For example, English books are arranged in one shelf, Hindi books in another shelf, and so on. Within a given subject, they may be further arranged as author-wise, alphabet-wise, or publisher-wise. Thus, grouping of these books orderly makes it easier to find a book in the library. This saves effort in searching any book from a pile of books. The grouping of things in an order not only helps to save time, but also saves energy. Sorting. The systematic arrangement of things on the basis of certain similarities or differences is called sorting or classification. Similarities help us to arrange things in the same group. Differences help us to arrange things into separate groups. Objects are grouped on the basis of their shapes, the materials from which they are made up of, and the properties of these materials. Activity. Collect as many objects as possible. For example, pencil, notebook, eraser, duster, hammer, nail, soap, spokes of wheels, chair, newspaper, table, matchbox, bat, diary, etc. You can think of some more objects in your list. Now, separate all objects from this collection that are made from wood and paper. By this way, we have divided all objects into two groups, one that is made from wood and paper and another that are not made from these materials. Sorting on the basis of materials they are made of. We use a variety of objects in our day-to-day lives. They look different and have different properties from each other. Things can also be grouped on the basis of the material they are made of. For example, we use different containers to store things such as plastic bottles, glass jars, steel containers, wooden drums, and earthen pitcher. Plastic, glass, steel, wood, and soil are the materials used to make these things. An object can be made from more than one material. Example: metal, rubber, plastic, and other materials are required to make a car. Different objects can be made from the same material. Example: table, chair, door, etc. are made from wood. An object can be made from different materials. Example: bottles can be made of glass, plastic, or metals. Grouping objects on the basis of common properties. Objects are grouped on the basis of properties like luster, hardness or softness, transparency, solubility, flotation, attraction towards magnet, conduction of heat and electricity, etc. Let us study these properties one by one. Luster. Materials can be grouped as lustrous and non-lustrous. Lustrous materials are those that have shiny surfaces. All metals are lustrous in nature. Due to this property, metals are widely used for making jewelry. For example, gold and silver are the most lustrous metals. Non-lustrous materials. Non-lustrous materials are dull in appearance. For example, wood, paper, etc. Hardness. Materials can be grouped as soft or hard. Soft materials that can be compressed or scratched easily are called soft materials. For example, cotton, wool, rubber ball, and sponge. Hard materials. Materials that are difficult to compress are called hard materials. For example, wood, stone, cricket ball, iron, and most other metals. Texture. You feel different when you touch different materials as they have different textures. They may be rough or smooth. Rough materials. Rough materials have bumps or ridges on their surfaces, which can be felt by touching them. Examples of rough materials are rocks, sandpaper, and bark of a tree. Smooth materials. Smooth materials do not have bumps on their surfaces. These materials are smooth to touch. A glass sheet, flower petals, and surface of an apple are examples of smooth surfaces. Transparency. Materials can be classified as transparent, opaque, and translucent on the basis of transmittance of light by them. Transparent materials allow light to pass through them completely. One can see through such materials. For example, clear glass, clean water, clean air, and some plastics. Opaque materials. Opaque materials do not allow light to pass through them. You cannot see through them. For example, wood, cardboard, and metals. Translucent materials. Translucent materials allow light to pass through them partially. They are partially transparent and partially opaque. For example, butter paper, frosted glass, tracing paper, and oily paper. Physical state. Everything in this universe is made up of matter. Matter exists in three states: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. Solid state. In the solid state, the particles are tightly packed. There is very little space between them. Strong attractive forces act between these particles that hold them together. This prevents them from moving around. Thus, the particles are fixed at their places. So they have definite shapes, volumes, and are not compressible. For example, ice, brick, wood, glass, etc. Liquid state. In the liquid state, the particles of liquids are less tightly packed than solids. The forces of attraction between the particles are not as strong as in solids. So the molecules move randomly and constantly change their positions. This allows the liquid to flow. Thus, liquids do not have definite shapes, they take the shape of the container and have definite volume. They can be compressed to a small extent. For example, water, milk, juice, petrol, etc. Gaseous state. In the gaseous state, particles are very loosely packed. The forces of attraction between the particles are very weak. Therefore, the particles move apart and spread out to fill up any available space. Thus, gases have neither definite shape nor definite volume. Gases are highly compressible. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. Table summarizes the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. Properties: solids, liquids, gases. Shape: definite shape, no definite shape, no definite shape. Volume: definite volume, definite volume, no definite volume. Arrangement of particles: tightly packed, less tightly packed than in solids, loosely packed. Attraction between particles: strongest, weaker than solids but stronger than gases. Weakest. Space between particles: almost negligible, larger than solids but smaller than gases. Largest. Movement of particles: vibrate at their fixed positions, are in constant and random motion, freely move in a constant and random motion. Solubility. Different materials have different solubility in water. Based on their solubility, materials can be soluble, insoluble, miscible, or immiscible. Soluble substances, solids or liquids that completely dissolve in water are said to be soluble substances. For example, lemon juice, vinegar, sugar, salt are completely soluble in water and form a single layer with water. Insoluble substances, solids or liquids that do not dissolve in water are said to be insoluble substances. For example, substances such as sand, chalk powder and sawdust do not dissolve in water even if we stir them very well. Activity. Aim: to test the solubility of substances. Materials required: a handful of sand, sugar crystals, to test tubes, a glass rod and water. Procedure: take some water in 2 test tubes. Add some sugar crystals in one and a pinch of sand in another test tube. Stir it with the glass rod. Wait for a few minutes. Observation: after some time, we will observe that the sugar crystals have disappeared, but the sand particles are still visible in the water. This is because sugar crystals are soluble in water, but the sand, on the other hand, is insoluble in water. Miscible substances. Liquids that are soluble in water and form a single layer with water are said to be miscible substances. For example, alcohol, vinegar, honey, glycerin and lime juice. Immiscible substances. Liquids that are insoluble in water and form distinct layers are said to be immiscible substances. For example, mustard oil, kerosene oil and petrol. Some gases can dissolve in water as well. For example, oxygen dissolved in water is useful for plants and animals that live underwater. Activity. Aim: to test the miscibility of liquids. Materials required: glycerin, cooking oil, 2 test tubes, a glass rod and water. Procedure: take some water in 2 test tubes. Put a few drops of glycerin in one test tube and a few drops of cooking oil into another test tube. Stir it with the glass rod. Wait for a few minutes. Observation: after some time, we will observe that glycerin mixes with the water and cannot be separated. Cooking oil does not mix with water. It can be seen as a separate layer on top of water. Flotation. Some materials are lighter than water and, therefore, float on it, whereas some materials are heavier than water, and therefore, they sink in it. This property of objects to float or sink is called flotation. Plastic, feather, wood, thermocol, etc. are examples of materials that float on water. Stones and materials made of metals such as iron sink when dropped in water. Activity. Aim: to test the floating or sinking of substances. Materials required: wooden block, a feather, an iron nail, a spoon, a bucket and water. Procedure: take a bucket half filled with water. Drop the feather, wooden block, spoon and iron nail into the water. Observe whether the objects float or sink in water. Observation: we will find that the feather and the wooden block float on water while the iron nail and spoon sink in water. Magnetic nature. Substances that are attracted to a magnet are called magnetic materials. This property is called magnetism. Objects made of iron are attracted to a magnet. In addition to iron, nickel and cobalt are also attracted to a magnet. They are magnetic materials. Other materials such as copper, wood, paper, etc. are not attracted to a magnet. They are non-magnetic materials. Conduction of heat and electricity. Some materials such as silver and copper that allow the heat and electricity to pass through them are called good conductors of heat and electricity. Generally, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Other materials such as wood and plastic do not allow the heat and electricity to pass through them. They are called bad conductors or insulators. Generally, Non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Therefore, the material used to cover electrical wires is always an insulator. This prevents us from getting electric shock. These materials are also used to make handles of cooking vessels. This allows us to hold hot vessels without burning our hands. Keywords: sorting, the systematic arrangement of things on the basis of certain similarities or differences. Transparent materials, materials that allow light to pass through them completely. Opaque materials, materials that do not allow light to pass through them. Translucent materials, materials that allow light to pass through them only partially. Miscible liquids, liquids that are soluble in water and form single layer with water. Immiscible liquids, liquids that are insoluble in water and form distinct layers in water. Conductors, materials that allow heat and electricity to pass through them. Insulators, materials that do not allow heat and electricity to pass through them.